It's your boy, Manga Review 64 here, and I gotta confess something, guys. I have never read One Piece. I know, guys, but I've got some exciting news. I read 1,000 chapters of One Piece in 7 days. Whew! I know, right? We all know the behemoth of chapters that is One Piece. And everyone was telling me that this story was mid and that it doesn't get good until chapter 400. I was skeptical to read because of its hate and that it was so long. But to tell you the truth, from the first chapter, I was hooked, let me tell you, and found out that it was actually better than people gave it credit for. I mean, who knew, right? One Piece is actually really good. Look at my boldy text on the screen and clicky sound. That shows I am an anime and manga channel in 2023. Aren't I so fucking original? There's really no need for me to pretend that I'm just getting into One Piece to see what all the hype is about, because in many ways, I've been a One Piece fan for as long as I can remember. It's kind of the love of my life. It all started back when I was still a chubby little fumbus. Me and my cousins were given R4 cards for our Nintendo DS's, which are magic little cartridges that let us play any game we wanted. I can't remember if it was my cousin playing or me, but I came across this game that I now know is called One Piece Gigant Battle. I don't fucking know. But when I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. All these characters look so weird and like kind of stupid, but there was also a vibrancy to it. I don't know if it's the sprites or the colors, but there was something weirdly attractive about the aesthetic. I kind of liked it, but I didn't really know what it was. Is this a show, or like, was it even from America? I don't know, I thought this game was like Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Like at the very least Latino. Is this supposed to be anime? Nah, this ain't no anime. This is anime. Come on, where's he from? Brazil, Chile, Guatemala, Peru, Florida. My girlfriend will be very mad at me. Jump a couple years later, I stayed up a little too late and that same Latino American man appeared on my TV screen when I tuned in to the programming block Toonami. I was reintroduced to him and his group of spaghetti people in a series that I now know is called One Piece. But I held off on watching. I was still on my Naruto meat riding arc and I did not want to betray my glorious king by venturing off into the evil depths of One Piece, or dare I say, Bleach? Dun dun dun! But then I caved in. I decided to tune in one night and it just so happened that the next arc was Water 7. And I cannot stress this enough, but thank God Water 7 was my first introduction to One Piece and not like this shit. This arc had me on a fucking leash. Even my Naruto fan ass could admit that this One Piece shit was pretty fucking good. So that emotional roller coaster of a ride, seeing Luffy versus Usopp, the Straw Hats versus CP9, I Want to Live, the Going Merry, my assessment of One Piece was, it's like Naruto, but with pirates! Which couldn't be any farther from the truth. Years later, I start to do my own research about the series. I listened to a lot of creators on YouTube, so there were many different things that I began to learn about One Piece, both good and bad. That One Piece isn't necessarily a battle-focused series, and is much more about the adventure and world building. Not every arc in One Piece is as intense as Water 7, and some arcs actually kind of miss. One Piece is known for being very slow, but having some of the best payoff in shonen, an expansive history, some of the best world building in fiction, some very controversial arcs, a giant cast of characters, so many unanswered questions, and is considered by most to not only be the best series in the big three, but one of the greatest anime and manga of all time. Despite all this, however, I did fall off of One Piece for a little bit. After I finished Enies Lobby, the next arc, Thriller Bark, is where I stopped watching it. I know this is already a pretty disliked arc from the fan base, and I don't want to fuel the fire too much in this video, so I'll save my thoughts for another time. But in short, yeah, this arc really was just not keeping my attention at all. So like any normal kid, if I don't like the show I'm watching, I just stop watching it, and I don't look back. Simple as that. But despite me technically dropping the series, my love for One Piece still persisted on. In later years of my life, I would only watch bits and pieces of One Piece, clips, videos, art, memes, mainly appreciating it from afar. If you talked to me about One Piece back then, you'd probably be convinced I was a huge fan, and, like, yeah, but also no, depending on your definition of a true fan. I just loved so much about One Piece. The art style, the world, the characters, the character designs, the epic moments I saw online. I knew that one day I would have to properly start reading One Piece from the beginning. Looking back on it, I didn't know why exactly I didn't start reading it sooner. Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace, maybe I was busy. I didn't have the proper incentive, something to push me towards reading it. Until now. It's 2023 and the hype for One Piece now more than ever is totally insane, and I knew that I couldn't miss out, that I couldn't let myself get spoiled on what the One Piece is. I knew I had to be there for the discussions and theories. I knew that I had to be there when One Piece ended, and no matter how much I appreciated the series from a distance, watching videos and memes of it, I knew that one day I would have to pick up the series for myself and read from the beginning, so I could finally be one of you. Be one of you. And I'm happy to say that I'm really enjoying my journey through One Piece. I'm not gonna say which arc I stopped at because I think that would spoil the fun. But now that I have first-hand experience, a lot of the things I heard about the series are pretty true. But I'm not gonna say my opinions in this video. I'm gonna save all my thoughts for separate videos where I talk about the series arc by arc. A short video like this would not do the series justice, and it's best saved for a video series in its own. That's because One Piece really does have a lot of amazing things to offer, and also a lot of issues I'd like to touch on. I think that's a good thing though. I truly doubt that someone out there went through more than 1,000 chapters of this manga and said, yeah, that's right. Wherever you lean on the spectrum, a large grand scale manga and anime like One Piece should be provoking strong opinions. There's always going to be a general consensus, but every One Piece fan seems to have their own unique opinions on arcs, characters, ideas, what's to come next, what is the One Piece, the origin of the Devil Fruits, who are these giants, where's the All Blue? I think that's one of the reasons so many people now more than ever are getting into the series, just because the discourse surrounding One Piece is so fun, and also very toxic, but very fun. One Piece is a series I only dreamed could be mainstream, and it happened way sooner than I thought. Just a couple years back, you'd be lucky to find anyone who even knew what One Piece was. Cut to 2023, which ended up being kind of the year of One Piece. One of the most hyped up anime episodes of the year, a successful live action adaptation, a Macy's Thanksgiving balloon coupled with memes, and one of the most in-demand TV shows of the year. These right here are all the reasons I'm telling you to read it. Read it before it's too late. Stop wasting time thinking to yourself, should I read it? Should I watch it? It might be too long. I hear it's mid from AaronFan224. There has never been a better time to get into One Piece, and 2023 proves that. Because right now, we are in the final saga, and things, from the looks of it, seem to be going pretty crazy. You and me don't have that much time left, buddy. So let's get going, because we got some catching up to do.